Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to TMXing Adventures. Lisa here. This afternoon, I'm going to show you how to make an amazing coffee syrup in your Thermomix. Now, it is 3, maybe 4 ingredients. It is so simple. And if you currently have a loved one or yourself and you buy like coffee breakers and things like that, this is your replacement this summer. It'll save you a bucket load of money and you can play with the flavors and sweetness to decide what's right for you as well. So come with me today. This is so simple. I'm going to do it manually. There is no guided recipe for this. If you don't know how to manually use your Thermomix, your TM7 or your TM6, hopefully today you'll learn. I am making it on a TM7, but you can do this on a 31, a 5, a 6, or a 7. Do share this video as well with someone you know who likes their coffee drink from the service station or the shops. And while you're on today, say hello. I'd love to know you're here. So into the Thermomix, we need to start off with coffee, what's this called? Granules. Now, we don't usually use these for much. And if this stays too long in my kitchen, I can guarantee as this weather warms up, this leftovers will go moldy. So it's actually also prompted me to use this today. So I'm looking at how much is left, and I'm actually going to be using that as a guide today. There's not much measuring you need to do in this recipe. So I'm looking at that going, okay, there's about a third in there at the moment. So this is going in to the Thermomix bowl. And then I'm going to do the same with some honey. And I'm looking at that same level that I was at a second ago. And I'm going to pour in some beautiful honey from our bees, from B1 and B2 out the back, into that same level, okay? So in that goes. That is your sweetener. Now, as I said, if you like it a little bit not as sweet, don't put as much in. Play with this sweetness, okay? You could use raw sugar as well if you preference. You can try it with like a sugar alternative. Just be, I guess, mindful about what you use and what flavors it's got. Now, the last ingredient is actually boiling water, or what was boiling a second ago, which is why I poured it in here, thinking that it will dissolve that honey a bit. So it's equal portions, sweetener to coffee powder or granules, whatever this is called, instant stuff, to boiling water, being careful that the fact that that is boiling water. Okay, so there is our 3 ingredients in the Thermomix. This is not going to take long. Now you can make a larger portion and you will need to put it on for a bit longer if it's larger. Literally use what you've got. Okay, so if you've got a big one and it's half left, use that. If you've got a small one, even if you had a whole small one, maybe somebody visited and just took a scoop out. This is kept for Poppy Pete at our house. He's currently in America. If you're watching on Today in America, Poppy Pete, hello. But if I leave it too long, it goes moldy in our weather here. So I might as well, when he's back, just buy another one. So we're going to now put this on for 3 minutes because I don't have much in there. 90 degrees. And just on 1.5. So it's going to stir through. It's going to dissolve the sugar, break down the honey. It's going to, if you've got raw sugar, it'll break that down in there. It'll dissolve it. It's going to, I forgot an ingredient. I told you all 4. My 4th magic ingredient is some vanilla. Okay, now I took this to a demo the other day, which is why it's in a little container. So a little dab of vanilla, about a teaspoon, maybe 3/4 of a teaspoon, whatever's left in there, is a beautiful addition as well. Optional, but beautiful if you add it, okay? So you don't have to, but stunning if you do, okay? So now I'm going to show you in a moment how to actually make this up as well. So not only am I going to show you how to make the actual syrup that can go in the fridge, I'm going to show you how to make it up. Hello, Raylene. How are you today? I hope everything is well with you. Now I'm actually going to reuse this jar, and I'm going to put my syrup back in this jar, okay? It is better if it's sterilized. However, the fact that it's going in the fridge obviously buys you more time. And mine is a small batch as well. Being a small batch, it's going to be used up a lot quicker. You use 20 to 30 mils, so about a tablespoon a serve. So it's going to be used fairly quickly here at this small portion. Probably the small portion is really great to use if you're not sure if your loved one who normally loves their, coffee from the service station, you're not sure if they're going to love it, then just make a small batch first. Use, I don't know, a little cup and use like a little cup of your coffee, a little cup of boiling water, a little cup of sugar, and then obviously your vanilla in there as well if you want to lift that flavor a bit. So don't feel like you got to make a big portion, or what I'm making today with this. It's really quite easy. Portion for portion for portion, okay? Really quite good. So this is nearly done. This is also a perfect Christmas gift. So coming up to that time of year where you might be starting, I think there's 10 Fridays till Christmas, but you might be starting to think about, what am I going to make for colleagues? What am I going to make for friends? What am I going to make for family? If they like coffee, this is a great thing to be able to put away with a nice little, do sterilize your jars, okay? Steam them over your Thermomix, sterilize them, but this is a great option to put away for the festive season then to gift to people. Or maybe it's for that Secret Santa person that you're kind of like, I don't know what to get them. Yeah, so a good option if you know that they like that coffee style drink. Okay, so it's nearly done. 20 seconds to go. Now, in a cup here, I have ice. I have some milk, okay? And obviously I have my syrup. So that's going to come out as well. I'm only anticipating this to be like 4 serves or something because it will be such a small portion I'm making. But I wanted to show you how easy it is when we got a Thermomix. How cool is that? So over the weekend, by the way, there are videos popping up on YouTube at 6 o'clock at night. Check them out. There is one about how we use our Thermomix to look after our kombucha. So one of the videos is that. And now, by the way, I'm just giving you a little swirl. Make sure it's all dissolved because you don't want to put it away if it's not. But yeah, it's dissolved. Is it hot? Let's check the temperature. Yeah, it was 90 degrees. Now it's 85. Perfect. And then, obviously, let me pour this in and show you. So at this point in time, and it does stay thick, like it's not, sorry, it does stay thin. It's not thick. That's the word I meant. It's not, I don't know. How do you explain textures? It's not like honey, so it's not going to go syrupy like that, but it's not watery like milk. Okay, it's probably the best way to explain that. So you can see there, hello Lorraine, lovely to have you on from Tweed. Is it hot like it is here north today? I reckon it would be. So that's it, right? That's done. So I can now let that cool and put that in the fridge and use it. Now you can see how much that made. So it's going to, yeah, I reckon 4 to 6 serves is all I'm going to get out of this, which is perfect for using the rest that otherwise would go moldy. So into my jar. I'm going to actually put my milk in first, only because this is 85 degrees and I don't want to melt my ice. So in goes my For Real milk from the Scenic Rim. Thank you, For Real. Not that they sponsored or anything. I just like the fact that we get good milk around here. And then we're going to put in our hubby doesn't know this is coming, but he's about to get this. Just watching out because your jar might still be hot. Oh, it's windy as well. I'm just looking outside. A little windy, but not terrible here. So in this goes. Oh, look at that. And done. Give it a stir. Obviously, that used a fair bit. Maybe I'm going to get 3 serves. But obviously, depending on how much strength you like in your coffee will depend on how much you put in there. Let me have a taste. Yum. Just like I remember the coffee breakers to be in my younger years when I used to drive around and pick them up at service stations getting fuel. So if you have someone in your life who really likes that iced coffee kind of thing, give this a go. If you've got visitors over, swirl of, cream on top, be beautiful, but even just on its own, really yummy, really refreshing as we get into the warmer weather. You're in your camping chair waiting for a coffee. And you know what? This is a perfect one to take away, right? Like, I mean, as long as you have access to cold milk or maybe ice as well, but you'd go without the ice if you had to. This is easy to take away and have in the mornings, with your brekkie. So instead of a hot coffee, you can have a cold coffee as we get into the cooler weather. Just one more thing to say. I'm having it on ice, obviously, but you can blend it in your Thermomix. Exactly the same, like just do this and then chuck it in there. Use your blend mode, or if you're on a TM31 or a TM5, put it up to speed 9, 30 seconds, and it'll be like that, frappe. That's the word I'm after, a frappe. Anyway, I hope this is helpful. Have a lovely weekend in all you're doing. If I can help you with your Thermomix, reach out. If you want to get your hands on a TM7, I'd be honored to help you. If you live in Australia, I can. But otherwise, I will see you over the weekend for some videos on YouTube, and I'll be back on Monday cooking live from my kitchen, hopefully inspiring you to get the most out of your Thermomix regardless of what model. So have a lovely weekend, take care, and I'll see you next video soon. Bye for now.